Hi everyone, just finishing off here at Goodison Park after an opening game to the season, which is quite hard to interpret really, to be honest. This was a good performance from Everton for the most part. This was an hour in which they were comfortably the better side, and despite the fact that we know this is a threadbare squad and it's got issues with injury at the moment, we know that Kevin Farewell and Sean Dyche are looking to address some of those issues in the remaining weeks of the transfer window. For the first hour, this is probably the perfect Dyche performance. Fulham had most of the possession but created hardly any chances. Meanwhile, Everton threatened again and again and again, quite often on the counter-attack. The big chances fell to Abdoulaye Doucouré and Neal Maupay. Between them, really should have put this game out of sight by half-time. Doucouré had a one-on-one within the first 5 minutes. Neal Maupay had a couple of really big chances as well. So there are positives from that to take for all this for Sean Dyche. Having created chances, they look good for that first hour, but the thing is, we know from last season, we know it's even more important for this season. There's effectively two games now. There's that first hour, there's that final half hour, maybe 40 minutes with the additional stoppage time that we're expecting this season. Everton have to be competitive for both of those sections if they're going to do anything this season. The sad reality is, as we saw so many times last season, Fulham, they made the changes around the hour mark. They made the difference. All three of their substitutes combining for the goal that came from the winning goal that came from their only shot on target. Meanwhile, Everton, 19 shots, 9 of which on target, no goals. It's a familiar problem. It's not the effort that's an issue, and Sean Dyche, despite having injury issues and things like that, and a weak squad, which, as I say, needs to be addressed within the transfer window, he wrung a performance out of this. It should have yielded a victory. Everything that he did off the pitch created a performance that should have led to 3 points on the pitch, but they didn't. It's the same old problem: injuries, who's scoring the goals, and that fight, how they finish in games. They've got a couple of weeks left to address that in the transfer window. Some of the answers do lie within the squad. Dominic Calvert-Lewin will come back to fitness. Youssef Chamiti will be available. The new sign Arnaud Danjuma will hopefully be in a position to start soon. Dwight McNeil will eventually come back. There are options there that both strengthen the squad and make it more likely that once those chances fall Everton's way, they will go into the back of the net. But this was the perfect reminder for everybody at the club, and I don't think they did need reminding, but if they did, they had the lesson today, that this squad still needs work onto it. Everton can't gamble on having a fully fit squad. Every team will have injury issues, multiple injury issues throughout the season. What Everton can't do is, they can't allow, by the end of this month, to be in a situation where the squad is as threadbare as it is starting this month. Because otherwise there might be some of these problems that might remain, and Everton could be in for another difficult season.